Family Life Mornings with Steve, Terese, and Randy. Thanks for making us part of your day. We're a friend you can turn to.
National Vegetables Day.
Yay.
Dad, I hope you ate your vegetables.
It's hard to find a Vegetable Day card.
It really is.
They're all so corny.
Yes, they are. Yes.
Okay, so corn was on the list of options. Potatoes was on the list of options. Carrots was on the list of options. But none of those is the most favorite vegetable in America.
Favorite vegetable?
I was shocked when I heard, by a landslide, our most favorite vegetable is broccoli.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Broccoli is the vegetable that people make jokes about, like,
That's
oh,
true.
I'm glad my dog likes to eat it, or, you know, I mean, you always see broccoli is like, you know, always made fun of. Nobody likes broccoli, right?
Yes, they do.
I love broccoli.
Well, I got to thinking about it.
Yeah.
Why most people across the country love broccoli.
Okay, why?
Because it's an excellent vehicle for cheese. And we love cheese, right? Don't you think? Maybe that's why.
2 out of 3 morning show hosts prefer broccoli on their meal. The
Dear
other one-
broccoli, have a great day.
They're here to infuse your morning with a positive outlook and a little caffeinated fun. It's Steve, Terese, and Randy on Family Life. A friend you can turn to.
What's for lunch today? Now,
okay.
Steve, you're kind of a creature of habit every day at the same time.
It's funny,
You eat a
yep.
banana every day
Yep.
at the same time. You eat a yogurt. Do you have the same lunch every day?
A lot of times, yes. I could eat the same thing every day and be totally
Right.
fine with it.
How about you, Randy?
As long as it's something you like.
True. Well, yeah.
No, I usually have a variety. I mean, I could have the same thing 2 days in a row, but
Yeah,
then
That's
something
it.
else switches. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm also a whatever. So statistically, we match up because about a third of people bring the same thing for lunch every single day.
Really?
So
Wow.
yeah, so 1 out of 3 of us. And it's actually good for you to do that because if you know what you're going to pack for lunch, well, it saves you some time in the morning, first of all.
Right.
Now, if you're eating something really unhealthy for lunch every single day, that's bad. But if you can make small changes in what you pack every single day, well, it can help you just make better food choices. And you'll get the added bonus of saying, I am just like Steve.
Well, there is that
Bonus?
too.
Is that a good thing? I'm not sure on
Why
that
the
one.
question mark, huh?
Sometimes they make you smile. Sometimes they make you think. Sometimes they make you do both at the same time. Kind of like walking and chewing gum. Kind of. Family Life Mornings.
Smartphones are getting smarter all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And I ought to know this because I
have one.
Don't have one.
Because we keep reminding you.
How smart are they, Randy?
Well, new technology now allows the phones to protect themselves from being stolen. The phones are going to be able to tell if it's someone other than its owner trying to pick it up by their heartbeat. And if it's a stranger, the phone's going to go into the low friction mode, which simply means it's going to start vibrating so rapidly it becomes too slippery to pick up.
Oh, shaking.
It
shaking.
shakes.
But what about like when your heartbeat changes? You know what I mean? Like when Scott comes home from work, I get a little pitter patter.
Oh, yeah.
Is my cell phone going to be like, no, you can't look up how to make that recipe for dinner?
I don't know. It's
I mean-
a smartphone. It probably can tell the difference.
Shaking uncontrollably. Reminds me of that reaction I had when I went in for my geometry final in high school. But I wasn't just smart. I wasn't very smart.
No, you also are not a phone.
No, I wasn't. No. Both good points.
A little serious, a little silly. A perfect balance to start your day. Family Life Mornings.
You want to save some money? Get a sweater.
Wow.
I'm thinking that Mr. Rogers probably was a great money saver because he always
Nice.
seemed to have a cardigan to put on. Check this out. When we're cold, we look for something that makes us feel comfortable. And one of the things that gives us a sense of comfort is spending money. So a lot of stores tick, tick, tick right down on the AC because they know that when you come in, if the store is cold, you'll spend more money. So bring a sweater, right? And if you still have trouble saving money, well, bring a parka, scarf, and gloves. And it's like, ma'am, are you here for the July 3rd sale?
Right. What are you doing?
That's right. I'm not spending more than I planned.
It's Steve, Terese, and Randy on Family Life. A friend you can turn to.
Get Max from Cortland with us. Go ahead, Max. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. You want a dog story, Max? Okay, you have a dog story?
I have a dog story.
All right, Max.
This
Yeah.
involves
Okay,
a
go ahead.
Texas policeman. He responded to a report of a stray pit bull. And so he drove over to the area. When he saw the dog, he tried to coax it into the back seat of his patrol car.
Yeah.
Well, instead, the dog jumped into the driver's seat.
Oh, boy.
And started to become aggressive when the police officer tried to remove it. The cop had to back off. So the dog sat there enjoying the air conditioning. He saw the beef jerky of the policeman's, and he decided to go ahead and chow down on that.
There you
so
go.
basically, he just hijacked the car. And finally, animal control officers arrived and took Cujo into custody.
Wow.
All right, there you
And
go.
the only
Good job.
injury sustained was the officer's pride.
Ah, that's good. Max, is that better? Max from Cortland, he wanted a dog story.
He did.
That was good.
How did you know his name was Max?
Oh, you didn't see? He has caller ID.
You'll always wake up on the right side of the bed when you start your day with Steve, Terese, and Randy on Family Life. A friend you can turn to.
You know, I've kind of been in this season of loss the past couple weeks. Well, it's just been one little thing after another. The end of our homeschooling. My mom came to visit and then went back home 4 states away. It was the anniversary of my embolism, so I had like all this survivor's guilt. And then my life group ended the other night, and I just find myself stopping and crying. And it's like, what has come over me? Why am I crying all the time? And you hear things, maybe in your head, or maybe people who mean well say, stiff upper lip, or tears are a sign of weakness, or just stop crying. But those all go against what the Bible says. The Bible tells us that God is aware of our tears. After Lazarus died, Mary goes running to meet Jesus, and she's weeping. And in John 11, it says, Jesus saw her weeping. Okay, so he knows what we're going through, and he cares. God isn't embarrassed or hurt or disappointed in us when we cry. It's this emotional hurt that he can bless. Blessed are those that weep, for ye shall laugh. That's from Luke 6. And God has a plan for our tears. There's so much good that can come out of them if we don't shove them down and try to repress them. And if you want to read some ways that God can use our tears for good, would you check out my blog? It's at fln.org/mornings.
Strong, like a cup of dark coffee. Okay, guys, you can stop flexing your muscles now. This is Family Life
Why did I
Mornings.
come home from the grocery store with Cheerios instead of cheese? I blame it on Griffnage. Griffnage. Now, you guys know,
yeah,
it's
he
well
lives next door
documented
to
on
me.
this show that I have really a terrible handwriting. Can't understand. I know that. I just had no idea it was called Griffnage. Griffnage is a real word if you have illegible handwriting. Another real word that you may have today is closer to lunchtime, you may have some wombling. You've all heard that growling of the stomach. It's actually called wombling. So now when I have my wombling today, unfortunately, due to my Griffnage, I'm going to have a ham and Cheerio sandwich.
Yum.
Positive attitudes? Check. Uplifting music? Check. Friendly company? Check. It's Family Life Mornings with Steve, Terese, and Randy.
For many people, football season can't get here quickly enough. And the Buffalo Bills are getting ready for the next season. In fact, they've put a new play in one of their offensive playbooks. It involves the quarterback and the wide receiver. Only the quarterback is going to be the groom, the wide receiver, the bride.
Wait,
a
you
minute.
can't call her that. She lost 10 pounds to get into that
Yeah,
dress.
don't call a bride a wide
Never
receiver,
call a
Randy. Come on.
bride a wide
The
receiver.
pass receiver, okay?
all right,
Okay.
that's okay.
September 29th
Okay.
in the game against the New England Patriots. The halftime wedding experience of a lifetime
Wow.
is going to take place, and one fortunate bride and groom are going to get married on the field. 20 invited guests will be able to be seated on the field with them. And, of course, the tens of thousands of people in the stands. It's a Patriots game. It's going to be sold out.
Exactly.
It's going to be
Yeah.
packed. And after the wedding, the Bills are going to provide a reception.
Isn't that great?
If they could do more receptions during the game,
This is the Bills. This is the Bills' year, Terese. This is
Right.
the Bills' year.
Let's have lots of receptions.
This is the year. That's what I've heard a lot. This is the year.
They don't need a request to be your friend. They already are. Steve, Terese, and Randy on Family Life. A friend you can turn to.
This is an important day. 237 years old today. And I looked it up. Sometimes when you look things up, is born on this day and then deceased on this day, and I didn't see a deceased. So apparently still going on strong at 237 years old today. I'm going to send a birthday postcard to I don't even know where to send it, though. It's the Great Seal of the United States, still apparently going strong.
It's not a seal like an animal. No.
You've been hanging around Can't Read too long.
Seriously.
This is not
Stop having lunch with Kent.
This is not that kind of seal?
No.
It's not.
Well, I'm reading here, and it's okay. Well, it makes sense now because it says it's also used as the national coat of arms. And they'd be really short arms, wouldn't they? A seal
Get around the whole
really
nation.
Tiny arms on a seal.
Little bitty. Yep.
Yeah. Well, it's still out there. 237 years old.
Family Life Mornings.
Starting your day off with a smile.
You might not be able to get it off your face for the rest of the day.
Family Life.
Warning, 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 warning. Are you guys ignoring me yet?
No.
Warning,
I should listen. I should listen.
Warning.
There's
You
a warning
should, but there
coming,
is a
Randy.
warning that we see all the time, and we ignore it. Warning, 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 warning.
There it is again, Randy.
And
I
that's
hear
gone, right?
Okay.
1 in 7 of us ignore the check engine light in the car.
Oh, I see.
Do you ignore it? It
No,
pops
that's a
on.
big
What do you
one.
do?
That's a big one. The engine light.
No,
You go right
when
away,
the engine
too?
light comes on, you take
Oh,
care
yeah,
of it.
right.
You got to get
yeah.
it checked out,
Yeah,
right?
right,
People
right.
who ignore it leave it for like a month.
Ooh.
I'm always afraid like the car's going to explode in that time. You know,
I
what I
know.
mean? Like
I
that
know.
it's something dire and tragic. And most of the time, it's just something little. And so just go get it checked out. Warning, 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 warning.
Tim, good morning.
I was getting gas one time, and the guy next to me had his vehicle running. You know, if you do that, your check engine light will come on because of an emission leak. And he smiled at me, and he says, yeah, I know. Every vehicle I've ever had, the check engine light's been on. And he opens up his coat, and on his shirt, it's the icon of the check engine light. And it says, this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine.
They're here to wake you up, pick you up, and lift you up. Steve, Terese, and Randy on Family Life. A friend you can turn to.
There are different sleep positions, actually 6 of them, but the one that I identify with is the fetal position or the baby position.
You baby.
That's
baby.
where you're on your side and your knees are kind of tucked in towards your
Right.
torso. And that basically says you are a warrior. You are a protector.
A baby warrior.
A baby warrior.
Warrior. What about you, Steve? Are you a baby warrior?
No. So what position do I sleep in is the question.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know. I'm sleeping.
not aware.
Not aware.
Wake up, Steve. Steve.
Still sleeping. Don't wake me up.
Okay.
Thanks for choosing to start the day with us. Family Life Mornings.